Hello everyone, welcome to Spanish Video Lessons, and today we're going to be going over the politeness, some polite words and phrases. So let's go ahead and get started. When you see an elderly lady in public, or let's say a woman that you don't know, you want to greet her by saying señora. Señora. That's equivalent to ma'am or miss in English. If it's a guy, you would say señor, right there. Okay, so you have señor and señora. And don't forget, like we went over last week, you want to always remember those vowels for the pronunciations. Señora, okay? Señor.
Hola señora, ¿cómo estás?
Hello ma'am, how are you? Hola señor, ¿cómo estás hoy? Hello sir, how are you today? Okay, so, or hello mister, how are you today? So, please and thank you. Por favor. Por favor. Okay? Thank you. Gracias. If you want to say thank you very much, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Muchísima gracias. Okay? So, muchísima gracias. You put the isima at the end of it. That makes it like so. Like you are so thankful. Muchísima gracias, okay? And even if you say like bueno, buenísimo, it's like so good. So bueno in Spanish is good, right? So, but if you say buenísimo, put ísimo at the end of it, it's like so good. So, muchísima gracias. Thank you very much. You're welcome. De nada. De nada. So if someone say, Pamela, tú eres muy bonita. Gracias.
De nada.
Okay? The next one is a little bit tricky because in English, we say excuse me on several different occasions. However, in Spanish and a lot of other languages, excuse me has their own different meanings. So, for example, excuse me, sir, I'm ready. I'm ready to order. Or if you say, excuse me, you're trying to get past someone. Excuse me, right? Or if, let's say, you pass gas. Excuse me, I just passed gas. So, if you notice in English, we're saying excuse me several times, the same word, but it's in different meanings. In Spanish, you actually have different words because they are different meanings, different scenarios. So let's go ahead with excuse me, meaning, excuse me, sir, I'm over here, or excuse me, can I get your attention? You're going to say disculpe, disculpe. Pronounced disculpe. So when you're walking past someone, you're going to say permiso. You're trying to get past someone in the aisle or in the store. You're going to say permiso, which means excuse me as well. Or you can say con permiso, or just permiso. I'm sorry, lo siento, lo siento. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, lo siento. Okay, so let's practice. Let's say you're in the airport and you need to get someone's attention because you need to ask for directions. What are you going to say? Are you going to say permiso or are you going to say disculpe?
Disculpe, señor.
Excuse me, sir. Just like that. So if you want to say pardon me, which is kind of the same as excuse me, but there is a different word in Spanish. Pardon me is going to be perdón. Oh, perdón, señor. Perdón. Pardon me. That is a less formal way to say it, but then you also have a more formal way. The more formal way would be perdone. 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 Which is pardon me as well. Just one's formal, one isn't. It's more common for you to hear people say perdón. Oh, perdón. Okay? So something else that we're going to go over is commonly used phrases. Okay, commonly used phrases such as I understand, I don't understand, I comprehend, I don't comprehend. Okay, so just some other phrases that's important for you all to know is things like I don't understand or I understand. So I understand, yo entiendo, yo entiendo, yo entiendo mucho. I understand a lot, right? Yo entiendo. If you don't understand, you just simply put no in front of it. No entiendo. No entiendo. Sorry, sir, but I don't understand. Disculpe, señor, pero no entiendo. Sorry, sir, but I don't understand. Sorry, ma'am, but I don't understand. Lo siento, señora, pero no entiendo. You can also say no comprendo. which a lot of people are already aware of this one. No comprendo. I don't comprehend. I comprehend. Yo comprendo. Yo comprendo. I comprehend. Yo entiendo. I understand. No entiendo. I don't understand. Simple, right? Let's say you're meeting somebody for the first time and you want to tell them, nice to meet you. How would you say nice to meet you in Spanish? Mucho gusto. We went over that on the first lesson. Mucho gusto, right? Oh, mucho gusto, Pablo. Mucho gusto, Jose. Nice to meet you, Jose. Nice to meet you, Pablo. Also, you could say, it's a pleasure to meet you. Un placer de conocerte. Un placer de conocerte. A pleasure to meet you. A pleasure of meeting you, right? So if you want to say mucho gusto, that's fine. Nice to meet you, right? Or you can say un placer de conocerte. It's a pleasure to meet you. Also, you might hear some people that might say, oh, the pleasure is mine. El placer es mío. El placer es mío. So you are going to learn different type of vocabulary words, a lot of them in these video lessons as well. So you have something called gender rules, which we're going to break that down in our next video lesson. We're going to talk about the genders with Spanish, okay? So you have el and la, and you also have o and a. So let's review what the conversation will sound like if you're meeting someone, and let's try to use some of the new polite phrases that we just went over now. I want you all to listen and to see if you're able to understand, okay? Disculpe, señora, yo soy Amber. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Sara.
Sara, ¿de dónde eres?
Soy de Europa. ¿Y tú?
Soy de América. Mucho gusto, Sara. And these are some of the polite phrases that you should use, such as disculpe, señora, when you're addressing a woman that you don't know, or señor, when you're addressing a man that you don't know. Un placer de conocerte. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure of meeting you. Both mean the same thing. Mucho gusto. Okay, so I hope you all enjoy learning these new phrases. Please do not forget to take notes, rewind the video, pause it whenever you need to. Just make sure that you're understanding it, you're taking notes, and you are practicing it. Practice the speaking, but you always want to write down too, so you will have something to refer back to. Okay, I'm hungry. Where is blah blah blah? Where is the bathroom? I'm thirsty. I speak English. I speak Spanish. I speak a little bit of Spanish. Tengo hambre. Tengo hambre. I'm hungry. So the direct translation of this really is, tengo is I have. Hambre is hunger. So tengo hambre, I have hunger. But of course the interpretation of it is I'm hungry. So tengo hambre. I'm hungry. Tengo mucho hambre. I have a lot of hunger. I'm really hungry, basically. And if you want to ask someone, are you hungry? It's just, ¿tienes hambre? ¿Tienes hambre? Are you hungry? Do you have hunger? ¿Tienes hambre? So once again, we are going to go over the conjugations of the verbs a little later on, but for now, we're just focusing on phrases. We're learning like a child. This is how children learn. They learn phrases first, not grammar. Okay, so we'll go over that soon. So donde, which we covered last week in the very first video lesson, was where. Donde is where. So donde está, where is blah blah blah. Okay, so donde está the house? Where is the house? Donde está mi mamá? Donde está mi mamá? Right, correct. Where is my mom? Okay, hablo español. I speak Spanish. So how would you say I don't speak Spanish? That's right, you just put no in front of hablo. So no hablo español. I want you guys to think about this. So if you've ever been around Spanish speaking people that have a really thick accent and you could tell that they just start learning English, you notice that whenever they want to say don't, as like use a negative, they always put no, even in English. Like they'll say, oh, I don't have any friends. I don't have to go to the bathroom. They're saying no because in Spanish, that's all you're doing. Like you don't, there's no word for don't. It's just no. Okay? So like, I don't have a house. No tengo una casa. I have a house. Tengo una casa. Right? I'm hungry. Tengo hambre. I'm not hungry. No tengo hambre. So the negative always just have the no in front. I speak a little Spanish. I speak a little Spanish. Hablo un poco de español.
Hablo un poco de español.
Hablo un poco. I speak a little. If you just want to say that. Hablo un poco. If you want to say I understand a little, entiendo un poco. Or yo entiendo un poco. Right? So, hablo español. Hablo inglés. I speak English. So let's say a lady comes up to you and asks you, ¿hablas español?
Disculpe, ¿hablas español?
Lo siento, señora, pero hablo un poco español. Okay? Sorry, ma'am, but I speak a little bit of Spanish. I want you guys to practice that, okay? While you're at home, practice these phrases, practice the vocab that we went over, practice these polite phrases. You definitely want to know how to say I speak a little, I understand, or I don't understand. Lo siento, señor, pero solo comprendo un poco. Sorry, sir, but I only comprehend a little. These are important things you want to know how to say, especially when you're starting off learning Spanish and you're communicating with other people. Okay? So I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'm going to see you all next week. Bye.